All right, this is in the matter of Gail Solis versus Benjamin Solis, file number 2013-39184DM. Mr. Solis, you must be making payments because they've adjourned it to December 18 at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
All right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. December 18th at 8 o'clock.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you. In the matter of Mackenzie Anderson versus Nicholas Wagatha, that file number 2013-39610DS. That matter has been adjourned to December 11. In the matter of Rosa Mora versus Philippe Reina, file number 2017-44314DS. That matter has been adjourned to December 11 at 8 o'clock. In the matter of Mason Sanders versus Aaron Teed, file number 2017-43909DC. That matter has been dismissed. In the matter of Tammy Smith versus Virgil Smith, file number 1998-20215DM. That matter has been dismissed. Bring in Mr. Perah. All right, Mr. Perah, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, this is in the matter of Whitney Losi versus Aiden Perah, file number 2008-33253DP. I have Aiden Perah appearing via Zoom. All right, so Mr. Perah, we've adjourned this out. You're supposed to pay $411 a month in child support and have an arrearage in excess of $11,648. Our last show cause was October 9 because payments, and it was adjourned to today because payments were coming in from Kohl's withholding. The last payment from the employer was September 15 of 23. And you did make a $250 payment on October 13th of 23, but your monthly obligation is still $411. So, Mr. Perah, are you working anywhere now?
I am, ma'am. I was going to make a payment this Friday to cover both of them, the Adriana and Whitney's, but I had to pay rent first, so I was just waiting until Friday to pay for it.
Okay, where are you working at now?
Eagle Machining in Fayette, Ohio.
Okay, all right. So, Mr. Perah, how many kids do you have with Miss Losi?
With Miss Losi, I only have one.
Okay. Have you done an income review at any time on these cases?
I tried to, but something was going on with the pay stubs. They didn't come in at time or something. I don't know. I'm not really worried about it anymore. I only got 3 more years plus all the rearages with them, so I'll just do whatever you guys need me to do, I guess.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, that's up to you. You may be able to reduce your monthly payment. So, all right, Mr. Perah, I'm going to adjourn this out to December 18 and make that payment when you said you would. And do we need any information on that employer?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess we'll probably need the name, address, phone number, and their federal tax ID number.
All right, Ms. Stevenson, let me put you in a breakout room with Mr. Perah.
Okay.
And Mr. Perah, I'm going to send you an invite to join a breakout room with Ms. Stevenson to get your employment information. And then once you're done,
can I just bring that Friday, because I don't really have all that right now. I can get it for you tonight and then bring it in Friday.
Just give us the name to start with, and then that would be fine. What's the name of the company again?
Eagle Machining in Fayette, Ohio.
Okay, yep, just bring all that on Friday then.
Thank you so much.
All right, and I'll adjourn this, as I said, to December 18 at 8 o'clock. Thanks, Mr. Perah.
Yep, thank you, guys.
All right. Mr. Dickerson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, hold on one second. All right, these, we have two files today. One is Brittany Nicole Stoddard versus Shawn Davis Dickerson, file number 2007-31358DP. The other file is Sierra Lanai Colburn versus Shawn Davis Dickerson, file number 2011-36368DP. So, Mr. Dickerson, are you in jail on something else right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what are you also in jail for? Allegedly.
Possession charge.
Say it again.
Possession charge.
Okay, and are you pending sentence, or have you had a probable cause hearing? Like, where are you in that process?
We're waiting for probable cause.
Okay, so is it coming upstairs to circuit court?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, and what is your bond on that criminal case?
10,000.
Okay, and okay, how long you been in jail?
A week.
Okay, just a week, okay. And all right, so Ms. Stevenson and Ms. Fetzer-Wallet, what I'm gonna do is set this over to December 18th to see what is going on in his criminal case. Only because he can't really make any payments right now. So, Mr. Dickerson, I'm gonna set this over to December 18 to see what's going on with your criminal case. And if you get out of jail, I need you to check in at front of the court on the basement level, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, we'll see you back on December 18th at 8 o'clock. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Sar. Just waiting for Mr. Sar to connect to audio. I'm gonna send him a chat with instructions on how to connect to audio. Oh, there we go. Mr. Sar, can you hear me?
Yes.
Excellent. This is in the matter of Ashley Ann. How do you pronounce her last name? Owenia?
I think so.
Okay. Versus Christopher Keith Sar, file number 22-49109UN. So, Mr. Sar, we're here on a show cause for failure to pay child support. It states that you're supposed to pay. That's not my problem. So listen, you're ordered to pay $302.45 a month in child support and $54.08 a month towards your arrearage. You have an arrearage in the amount of $2,183.40. So, sir, you live in Adrian.
Yes.
There are jobs everywhere. I have lists of up to 400 jobs that you can come in and get and go get a job. So, why are you still on unemployment?
No, I've been going through Manpower and they haven't even found one yet for me and haven't even called me back. So I just did application for ringing bells.
Okay, for ringing bells for the Salvation Army?
Yes.
Okay, what about, have you ever washed dishes? Have you ever bussed tables?
No. I've just been waiting for Manpower to get me a warehouse job.
Okay, so
They
in the
just have
interim,
a background.
Mr. Sar, in the interim, you can rake leaves, you can go get a job at a restaurant. There are a lot of jobs out there, you know, and your child support doesn't go away because you're not working. Do you understand that?
Right, I understand, but I still don't understand why I have to pay that much if I don't ever see the kid, and every time I ask to see the kid, she tells me no.
Okay, have you filed a petition for a referee hearing?
Yes, I have, and my whatever that child support lady is, she hasn't been doing nothing.
Okay, those are two different people. So listen to me, Mr. Sar. Child support and visitation are two separate issues. Do you understand that?
No, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't.
Okay. All right. So visitation is a different procedure than paying your child support. So whether or not you get to see this child, even if the child were adopted out, you still have to pay child support. Do you understand that?
I guess I'm.
Okay. If you want to see your child, you have to petition for a referee hearing, not the lady that calculates child support. That's a separate lady. That's
I
something
don't
else.
know.
You
I don't
have
know
to,
about
well,
none of
I'm going
that.
to explain it to you and you just listen to me. So you have to go to the front of the court. You have to check in at the front window. You need to ask how you file a petition for a referee hearing so that you can see your child. You have to actively do that. All right.
Your
Okay.
Honor, he's gonna need to contact the other state on that. It's
Oh,
a Michigan order.
Oh, yep. So we don't even have this. You have to go to Ohio to do that.
Right. Okay. I don't know. I don't know none of this stuff. I don't
Well,
even know how
I'm
to write and
explaining it
read.
to you now. So do you understand it now that I've explained it to you?
Yes.
Okay. So do we still have a list of employers or jobs available through front of the court?
Yes,
All right. So, Mr. Sar, you live here in Adrian. I need you to come to the front of the court today in the basement level and check in at the front window and ask to see a list of employers. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And then I want you to put in at least 5 applications this week, and I want you to come back on Monday,
So next
November,
Monday.
yeah, next Monday.
Okay.
Well, hold on. So today's the 13th. I need you to come back on November 20th at 8:15 or 8 a.m.
Hold on one second. Are we going to be in town for that? Because I have to take my daughter to Toledo for her appointment. We'll be in town for that? Okay.
All right, so November 20 at 8 a.m. I need you back in and I want you to be able to tell me what 5 places you filed an application at, all right?
Okay.
So you're gonna come to the courthouse today, you're gonna get the list of jobs available and you're gonna put in at least 5 applications in the next week, got it?
Okay.
All right, and then we'll see you back next Monday at 8 a.m.
On the phone or in court?
Well, either or is fine.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect you.
Hello,
Hi, what is your name?
Hello? Dewan Henigan.
All right, Mr. Henigan, hold on one second. This is in the matter of Stephanie Mills versus Dewan Henigan, file number 2007-31438DS. Mr. Henigan, we are here
Yep.
on a front of the court show cause. You're ordered to pay $313 a month in child support, and as of today's date, you have an arrearage in excess of $13,680. Do you understand that, Mr. Henigan?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you were ordered to pay $400 a month going forward to pay on your arrearage plus your monthly payment, and you paid $300 on October 31 of 2023. And you've only made 2 payments for less than the monthly obligation in the last 2 years. So, Mr. Henigan, are you currently employed?
Yes, ma'am.
Where are you working at?
I work at Legacy Barber College. I just handed in $168 this morning, and I handed in the papers to have my court reviewed because as of right now, I'm doing 2 child support case hearings right now, and all my money is being taken by these 2 cases, and I can't pay my rent or anything. So I just handed in the review thing. They accepted it this morning. If you would like to go check, and I made a $168 payment this morning.
Okay, all right. Did you make that in person or online?
Yes, it was made in cash, and the paperwork to have my review was handed in today, this morning.
All
They were
right.
both made. That payment was made in cash, and then the paper was sent upstairs to have my review made. Because, Your Honor, I'm trying the best I can with a minimum wage job, and like I'm not going to say attacked, but so I will have court for this hearing 1 week, and then 2 weeks later I'll have the one for my other case. So I'm giving $200 and $300 here, there, and here and there, like back-to-back weeks, and I can't keep up with my own bills at home. And I have 2 daughters and a son at home that I'm also raising, that I live under my roof.
Are they your biological children?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Mr. Henigan, here's a universal truth about children. They're expensive. And unfortunately, the more kids you have, the more expensive it is. And that means the harder you've got to work. So, if you can't afford to pay everything working at a barber shop, then perhaps you should look into a factory and another job. I'm sorry, but you don't get a pass just because you have too many kids. You can't afford them. So perhaps do the barber thing on the side and get a full-time job somewhere else. But Mr. Henigan, did he file something this morning? Ms. Stevenson, did you get out and check on that? Is that why you left?
It's my understanding that he'd filed for support review and had missed the date, missed the objection period, so he may have filed for a referee hearing. And he did pay the $168 this morning.
All right, so Mr. Henigan, I'm going to adjourn this to December 18.
Okay.
So that you can make sure you show up for that hearing. If you miss it, nothing happens. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And like I said, if you can't afford to pay it working where you are now, you need to find a better job. There's factories all over town hiring. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Henigan.
Your Honor, what was the adjournment date?
December 18 at 8 o'clock.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Mr. Henigan.
Thank you.
Ma'am, what's your name?
I couldn't connect to my Zoom.
That's okay. All right. In the matter, Miss Underwood, which ones did you pop in for?
Well, let's see. Hang on. Do you have Solis, Perah, or Dickerson?
Yep. So on Solis, it was adjourned to December 18. So is Mr. Perah.
And you have Mr. Dickerson?
Mr. Dickerson is in jail right now on a new drug charge.
Yep.
So I set it over to December 18th to see what's going on with that.
Okay. So am I done?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, in the matter of Stephanie Hill versus John Ebert, file number 2009-34160DS. This is a date and time set for a show cause. Mr. Ebert has failed to appear. Mr. Ebert is ordered to pay $427 a month in child support, and he has an arrearage in excess of $19,025.36. This is an adjournment from a June 12th date. He has already pled guilty to failure to appear and failure to pay. We've adjourned sentencing. So I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest for failure to appear. and set bond or 10,000 cash. And I believe that concludes our friend of the court show cause docket for